What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Devastator as part of my Does It Suck series. The Devastator is a Seraph rarity Torgue pistol from the first campaign DLC for Borderlands 2, Captain Scarlett and her pirate's booty. Now, this weapon is not very popular at all. In fact, I've never really seen anyone using it, and that is because the Unkempt Harold exists, and it is a vastly superior Torgue pistol. Obviously, it's one of the most popular weapons in the game, and one of the best weapons in the game, in addition to being incredibly easy to acquire. The Devastator, on the other hand, is a Torgue pistol that's not incredibly remarkable. If I fire it here, you'll notice that every time you shoot it, it is going to shoot 2 rounds, and the rounds just move relatively slowly and are relatively inaccurate. The weapon's fire rate, oops, I don't want to throw you off here by using a Chaotic Evil Rogue comm. Switch to the Killer here, which we're probably going to use. We'll notice that the weapon's fire rate is relatively quick because it fires 2 rounds every time, and so I guess that's kind of equivalent to it having what would effectively be a 4 in fire rate. But you'll notice that the magazine size there is really low at 12, since every time you pull the trigger you fire 2 shots, so you're only going to get 6 trigger pulls off with the weapon. Now, with the Unkempt Harold, the double penetrating version is very popular, and that's partially due to the fact that it does have a fixed weapon spread, and the second set of pellets come out right underneath the first one, making it very easy to utilize those extra pellets. However, with the double penetrating version of the Devastator, we'll notice that the weapon is wildly inaccurate, and I don't think that those extra pellets would end up helping us too much. I'm still going to carry it with us, and we'll see, if it does better than the regular damaging prefix does, but I doubt that it will. So we're going to go ahead and spec into a skill tree here, and we'll get started in the Washburn Refinery and see if we're able to kill things with the Devastator. I've never used the Devastator, other than just to see how it fires a couple times, and I've never really seen anyone using the Devastator. So it may be interesting, or it may be a complete letdown. It's kind of hard to know at this point. Like I said, I haven't used it, so we'll go ahead and get started. I am going to use the legendary Killer comm. I think that it will provide some boost that will actually help out the weapon, and we'll see. I'm going to start with the damaging prefix, and if this isn't doing well after a little bit of time, we'll switch to the double penetrating prefix and see if that's going to do anything for us. So we'll kill that guy. I didn't hit any critical hits on him, so obviously the jury is still out and stuff. Cool, got all of them slag there with 1 Pimpernel shot. That's why the slag Pimpernel is my favorite slag weapon in the game. So we were able to kill that guy there, and then we killed this guy with relatively no issues. We need to kill this guy real quick before his eye blasts start, so that actually worked out. What else do we have in here? Got an R loader, and it was just in time for a barrel to almost kill me, so that's, always something that I appreciate. Ugh, almost died there. In a bad situation right now. I'm debating just running from this situation because the hot loader's made his way up here now. But we do need to kill that guy. So this weapon, so far, is kind of sucking. This R loader should definitely be dead by now. But we've killed him now, so I guess that's good. We need to get slag on this gun loader and this hot loader, and determine a way in which we're going to be able to kill them. Maybe this will be a good time to switch to the double penetrating version. Okay, so I guess the pellets from the double penetrating version aren't that inaccurate if we're going to have to be fairly close to use this weapon anyway. So maybe we'll use that for a little while and see if we're getting any better results, because right now the regular damaging prefix was being very underwhelming. Ooh. These slow moving Torgue projectiles do make this weapon a little bit difficult to use in close range because you can't really strafe enemies like I would like to. But now that we've switched to the double penetrating version, using it kind of like a shotgun and getting up close to the guys, we're doing okay. When we hit criticals with it, it does obviously a lot better. But so far, not great. We'll see how we do against the badass enemy, and then we'll move on into the next room. But so far, I would say that this weapon definitely does kind of suck. You know, obviously with a character that can boost grenade damage or explosive damage, like Krieg or Axton, the weapon might be a little bit more powerful. But so far with Zero, it's been entirely underwhelming. Ooh, that was aggravating. I shouldn't have been so close to him. Alright. And none of those transfusion trails came to me. Also aggravating. Ugh. The double penetrating version is sometimes so inaccurate. But I think it was doing a little bit better than the hard version was doing. So, you know. I think it's kind of 6-1, half a dozen the other right now on the sucky scale. Sometimes you'll be standing this far away from an enemy, like to this wall, and just miss with every shot from the double penetrating version. So that's always aggravating. But either way, this weapon is definitely kind of sucking right now. I'm not sure how it would compare to contemporary purple Torgue pistols. But, you know, so far right now, good lord, this weapon is pretty damn poor. Yeah, it's not doing well at all, and I'm definitely not a fan. So, we're going to see how we do here in this room. Kind of random, and it probably won't mean too much to you guys, but I am going to render this video with Adobe Premiere as opposed to Sony Vegas, which I've used for a long time now, and we'll see if that makes any difference in the final quality of the product. But, I do know that Adobe Premiere is a lot quicker than Sony Vegas, and from my initial testing it didn't look like there was a significant loss in quality or anything like that, so I guess that's good. Get some of those transfusion trails. Excellent. And then we'll encourage the rest of these little guys to explode, and then we'll get back to fighting some more loaders. Now, as slowly as this weapon was killing things in this first room, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to kill too much with it, or if we'll end up dying here. We'll see. Man, that is bad coming out of Deception with maxed one shot, one kill to only do about half the enemy's health. That is pretty damn poor. Well, I guess we killed that gun loader, so that's something. Make sure slag is still on these two guys. Oh, it's bad. I do not like this weapon at all. It's going to get me killed. Damn it, Fence. You're shit at protecting me. Alright, we'll see if we're able to get a second wind with this weapon. Now, sometimes when I die in this series, I say that it wasn't due to the weapon's fault and it was my fault. I don't think that was the case with this weapon. This weapon really does just suck. It's really bad. I can't recommend this weapon for anything. Maybe with Krieg, where you could get the magazine real high at the same time as boosting explosive damage and fire rate, that you could make it viable, quote unquote. But even then, you know, why not just use a superior Torgue pistol like the Unkempt Harold? And so I don't really see any real point of using this weapon. That damn Fence, I wish they couldn't shoot through that. Alright, so we're going to avenge the guy who, or avenge my death against the guy who killed me here. Excellent. But as you can see, this weapon has been definitely underperforming and has not been any fun to use at all. Good lord. It shouldn't take that long to kill an enemy even if he's not slagged. Game. You've really irritated me now. We're going to come back and we're going to try to kill this badass loader. Ordinarily he doesn't come out that quickly and he just kind of stands in the door and fires rockets. So I thought I had a little bit more time, but that was due to my negligence there, and I apologize for that. Basically, this weapon does blow. It's terrible. It definitely sucks. The answer to does it suck regarding the Devastator is a resounding yes. This weapon is pretty damn pitiful. Yeah, it's bad. There's really no reason to ever use this weapon since the Unkempt Harold is so wildly easy to acquire and everything like that. And beyond that, it's going to perform much, much better than this. So, I can't really think of any reason why anyone would ever need to use the Devastator, but maybe there exists one, but I definitely don't know it. I'm going to go ahead and get slag. Transfusion trails coming just because I know that I'm going to need them with this weapon. Yeah, this gun is bad. No reason to use this weapon at all. I think I would be better off using an unboosted melee killing blow or just kunai. Kunai did more damage than this weapon. So, yeah. When a weapon doesn't outperform your kunai and slag grenade, you know it's bad. The answer to does it suck regarding the Devastator is a definite yes. The Devastator is terrible, which is almost surprising considering how powerful the Unkempt Harold is. But this weapon, really has nothing going for it, and I would not recommend it in any case. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.